Welcome to Bright Star. Today, we're diving into the sci-fi action thriller Aliens, 1986, directed by James Cameron. Join Ripley, Hicks, and the Colonial Marines as they battle terrifying xenomorphs in one of the most intense sequels in movie history. Relive the pulse-pounding action, explore behind-the-scenes secrets, and see where the cast is today. Subscribe for more updates on your favourite sci-fi classics. Carrie Hen played Rebecca Newt Jordan. Carrie Hen's portrayal of Newt is heartwarming and haunting, making her an emotional anchor of the film. As the colony's lone survivor, Newt's resilience captivates audiences. Hen's performance balances innocence and trauma, symbolising hope amidst the film's terror. Her chemistry with Sigourney Weaver's Ripley, forming a mother-daughter bond, adds a deeply human element, making Newt one of the most memorable aspects of Aliens. Birth date, May 7, 1976, current age. Carrie Hen is currently 48 years old. She left acting after Aliens and pursued a career in education, working as a teacher. Hen was cast in Aliens at the age of 9, beating out hundreds of other young actresses. Director James Cameron was impressed by her natural ability and her lack of acting experience, feeling it would bring an unfiltered realism to Newt's character. Her performance earned her a Saturn Award for Best Performance by a Younger Actor in 1987. Carrie Hen was born in Panama City, Florida, to a military family, which meant moving frequently during her childhood. After completing Aliens, she chose not to continue acting and instead focused on her education. Hen later attended California State University Stanislaus, where she earned a degree in liberal studies. Carrie Hen married Nathan Kutcher, and they have a daughter together. She has maintained a private life outside of the spotlight, working as an elementary school teacher in California. Despite her shift away from acting, she has remained connected with Aliens fans, attending conventions and participating in interviews, reflecting on her unique experience as a child actress. Although Hen's acting career was short-lived, her role in Aliens earned her a Saturn Award, and the character of Newt continues to be a beloved part of the Alien franchise. Fans still celebrate her portrayal, and her performance is regarded as one of the highlights of the film, particularly for its emotional depth. Carrie Hen and Sigourney Weaver formed a close bond on set, which mirrored their characters' relationship in the film. They remain friends to this day. Hen did not pursue acting after Aliens, despite her popularity, choosing to focus on her education and later becoming a teacher. At fan conventions, Hen often shares anecdotes about the making of Aliens, revealing her fond memories of working with James Cameron and the cast, particularly how much fun she had during the intense production. Al Matthews played Sergeant Apone. Al Matthews' portrayal of Sergeant Apone is memorable for his tough, no-nonsense leadership of the Colonial Marines. A former Marine, Matthews brought authenticity and authority to the role, delivering lines with humour and command, making Apone a fan favourite despite limited screen time. His real-life military experience added realism, helping establish the tone for the Marines and making Apone a standout character in the Alien franchise. Birth date, November 21st, 1942, passed away. Al Matthews passed away on September 22, 2018, at age 75 in Spain. He is remembered for his impactful role as Sergeant Apone in Aliens and for his contributions to both the entertainment industry and the military community. Al Matthews is best known for his role in Aliens, but he had a long and varied career in both film and television. His previous experience as a Marine sergeant gave him the gravitas needed to bring the character of Apone to life, and his ability to command the screen made him a recognizable figure in action films. Beyond acting, Matthews was also a talented singer, known for his 1975 hit single Fool in the UK, which reached number 16 on the charts. Matthews' career began in music, where he found success with his single Fool in the UK. He transitioned into acting in the mid-1970s, starting with small roles before landing more significant parts in films like Superman 3 and Omen 3. His military background often informed his casting in roles that required a strong, authoritative presence. Born in Brooklyn, New York, Al Matthews served in the United States Marine Corps during the Vietnam War, where he earned 2 Purple Hearts. After his military service, he moved to the UK, where he pursued careers in both music and acting. Al Matthews was the first Black Marine to be promoted to the rank of sergeant during his military service. Matthews often mentioned that his role as Sergeant Apone in Aliens felt like an extension of his real-life experiences as a Marine, which helped him bring the character to life with such intensity. In addition to his acting and singing career, Matthews was also a talented voice actor, lending his voice to various video games and commercials. Paul Reiser played Carter Burke. Paul Reiser's portrayal of Carter Burke showcases his talent for adding complexity to seemingly straightforward characters. Burke starts as a charming corporate man, but reveals his self-serving, manipulative nature, becoming a memorable villain in the Alien franchise. Reiser's charisma contrasts with Burke's deception, heightening the tension and making his betrayal and confrontation with Ripley even more intense. Birth date, March 30th, 1956. Current age, Paul Reiser is currently 68 years old. He remains active in television and film, often taking on roles that showcase his comedic talent as well as his dramatic versatility. In addition to his acting career, Paul Reiser is also a successful writer and comedian. His work on Mad About You, where he co-created, co-wrote, and starred as Paul Buckman, earned him multiple Emmy and Golden Globe nominations. His career in comedy continues to thrive, with a resurgence in popularity thanks to his recurring role in Stranger Things. Reiser's career began in stand-up comedy in the early 1980s, and his breakout role came in Diner, 1982, where his comedic timing and natural charisma gained him attention. This led to steady film roles and eventually television success. Born in New York City, Paul Reiser attended Binghamton University, where he majored in music. His passion for performance, however, led him to stand-up comedy, where he honed his skills before transitioning into film and television. Reiser has been married to Paula Revetz since 1988, and they have 2 children. He often draws on his personal experiences in his comedy, and family life has been a recurring theme in much of his writing and stand-up material. Paul Reiser has received numerous accolades throughout his career, particularly for Mad About You, earning multiple Emmy and Golden Globe nominations. In 2019, Reiser and Hunt reunited for a Mad About You revival, which was well received by fans of the original show. Additionally, Reiser's role in Whiplash, 2014, demonstrated his dramatic chops, earning him critical praise for his supporting performance. Paul Reiser did not initially want to play Carter Burke, as he was primarily known for comedic roles, but director James Cameron convinced him by emphasizing the nuanced character development. In addition to acting, Reiser is a successful author, having written multiple best-selling books, including Couplehood and Babyhood, which reflect his comedic take on relationships and fatherhood. Reiser's role in Stranger Things as Dr. Sam Owens brought him back into the spotlight for a younger generation, showing his continued relevance in pop culture. Lance Henriksen played Bishop. Lance Henriksen's portrayal of Bishop, the android in Aliens, 1986, stands out as a memorable performance in the franchise. Henriksen blended warmth with precise robotic behavior, contrasting with the typically untrustworthy androids of sci-fi. Bishop's loyalty and calm demeanor made him sympathetic despite initial distrust from the crew. Henriksen's portrayal added emotional depth, elevating Bishop to a nuanced character and reinforcing themes of trust and humanity in the Alien universe. Birth date, May 5th, 1940. Current age, Lance Henriksen is currently 84 years old. He continues to work in both film and television, often taking on roles in science fiction, horror, and action genres, where his distinct presence and voice are highly sought after. Lance Henriksen is known for his collaborations with director James Cameron, having appeared in both The Terminator and Aliens. His work as Bishop made him a fixture in the sci-fi world, and he would reprise the role in Alien 3, 1992. Henriksen also gained acclaim for his role in the cult horror film Pumpkinhead and his portrayal of FBI profiler Frank Black in the TV series Millennium, which earned him critical praise. Henriksen's early acting career was marked by minor roles in films like Dog Day Afternoon, 1975, and Close Encounters of the Third Kind, 1977. His breakthrough came when he was cast by James Cameron in The Terminator and later Aliens, both of which cemented his place in sci-fi history. Lance Henriksen was born in New York City and had a difficult upbringing, often living on the streets as a teenager. He found solace in acting and began his career in theatre before transitioning to film and television. His experiences growing up contributed to his raw and often intense on-screen presence. Henriksen has been married twice and has 4 children. He is known for being private about his personal life, but he has spoken in interviews about the importance of family and the grounding effect they have had on him throughout his long career. Bill Paxton played Private Hudson. Bill Paxton's portrayal of Private Hudson is one of the most beloved in the franchise. Known for his comedic timing, Paxton balanced humor and fear, delivering iconic lines like, "Game over, man." Hudson's transition from brash Marine to vulnerable audience surrogate made him a standout character, adding levity to the intense action. Paxton's performance left a lasting impact, showcasing his versatility in both comedic and dramatic roles. Birth date, May 17, 1955, passed away. Bill Paxton tragically passed away on February 25, 2017, at the age of 61, following complications from heart surgery. His death was a great loss to the film industry, where he was beloved by fans and colleagues alike. Paxton began his career in Hollywood, working behind the scenes before landing small roles in films like Stripes, 1981, and The Terminator, 1984, where he had a minor part. His big break came with Aliens, where his portrayal of Hudson cemented him as a fan favorite in science fiction cinema. While Aliens brought him into the spotlight, Paxton's leading roles in Twister and Apollo 13 propelled him to even greater fame. His work in Twister established him as a bankable action star, while Apollo 13 earned him widespread critical acclaim as part of the ensemble cast. Born in Fort Worth, Texas, Paxton moved to Los Angeles to pursue a career in film. He attended New York University for a brief time to study acting, but ultimately found work through persistence and building connections within the industry. Bill Paxton was married to Louise Newberry from 1987 until his death in 2017, and they had 2 children together. He was known for being a devoted family man and often spoke about the importance of his family life despite his demanding Hollywood career. Although Bill Paxton never received major awards like an Oscar, his career was filled with standout performances in some of Hollywood's biggest films. He earned praise from critics and audiences alike, and his role in Big Love earned him 3 Golden Globe nominations. Paxton's ability to move seamlessly between genres and his likable on-screen persona made him a favorite among directors and fans. Bill Paxton is one of only a few actors to have been killed on screen by a predator, a xenomorph, alien, and a Terminator, a fun fact often mentioned by his fans. He directed the critically acclaimed film Frailty, 2001, in which he also starred, showing his talents extended beyond acting. Paxton originally got his start in the industry working as a set decorator on low-budget films before transitioning into acting. Sigourney Weaver played Ellen Ripley. Sigourney Weaver's portrayal of Ellen Ripley is one of the most iconic in sci-fi cinema, redefining the female action hero archetype. Weaver brought strength, intelligence, and vulnerability to Ripley, making her both relatable and resilient. Across the Alien films, her evolution from a determined crew member to a symbol of endurance has left a lasting impact on popular culture, influencing many female action roles and cementing Weaver's legacy as a legendary action hero. Birth date, October 8, 1949, current age, Sigourney. Weaver is currently 75 years old. She continues to be a major presence in film, both in action-packed roles and more dramatic performances, maintaining her status as a versatile and dynamic actress. Weaver reprised the role of Ripley in Aliens, 1986, Alien 3, 1992, and Alien Resurrection, 1997. Her portrayal in Aliens earned her an Academy Award nomination, a rare achievement for an actress in a sci-fi action film, and helped establish Ripley as one of the greatest characters in film history. Sigourney Weaver was born Susan Alexandra Weaver in New York City. She adopted the name Sigourney from a minor character in The Great Gatsby when she was 14. She is the daughter of television executive Sylvester Pat Weaver and actress Elizabeth Inglis, giving her deep roots in the entertainment industry. Weaver attended Stanford University for her undergraduate studies and later graduated from the Yale School of Drama, where she honed her craft alongside classmates such as Meryl Streep. Weaver has been married to stage director Jim Simpson since 1984, and they have one daughter. She has always been vocal about balancing her personal life with her demanding career, and she credits her family for providing stability amid the pressures of Hollywood. Sigourney Weaver has received numerous accolades for her work, including 3 Academy Award nominations, 1 for Aliens and 2 for Gorillas in the Mist and Working Girl in 1988. She has also won 2 Golden Globe Awards and earned multiple BAFTA nominations. Additionally, she holds the distinction of being one of the first actresses to break through into leading roles in male-dominated genres like science fiction and action. Weaver was initially hesitant to accept the role of Ripley in Alien because she feared being typecast, but it ultimately became the defining role of her career. She was the first actress to receive a $1 million salary for her role in Alien Resurrection, 1997, breaking ground for actresses in blockbuster films. Weaver has expressed a deep affection for Ripley and believes the character's lasting legacy is her ability to inspire strength and courage in both women and men. Michael Biehn played Corporal Dwayne Hicks. Michael Biehn's portrayal of Corporal Hicks is a standout in the action and sci-fi genre. Biehn brought a grounded charm and quiet leadership to the role, making Hicks brave, resourceful, and protective, especially towards Ripley. His balance of strength and vulnerability made Hicks a fan favorite, and his calm, understated heroism contributed to the film's classic status. Birth date, July 31st, 1956. Current age, Michael Biehn is currently 68 years old. He remains active in the film industry, continuing to take on roles in both action and indie films, showcasing his enduring versatility as an actor. Beyond his iconic role as Corporal Hicks, Michael Biehn is also known for his frequent collaborations with director James Cameron, particularly in The Terminator and The Abyss. His role as Kyle Reese in The Terminator, 1984, further solidified his status as a go-to actor for action and sci-fi films, delivering a balance of physical intensity and emotional depth. Biehn began his career with smaller television roles before gaining major attention with The Terminator, where he portrayed the time-traveling soldier Kyle Reese. His portrayal was widely praised for its emotional intensity and his chemistry with Linda Hamilton. This role catapulted him into the spotlight and led to further iconic roles in James Cameron's films. Born in Anniston, Alabama, Biehn moved around frequently due to his father's military career. He attended the University of Arizona to study drama, but dropped out to pursue acting in Los Angeles. His early years were filled with guest roles in television shows and smaller film parts before landing his breakout roles in The Terminator and Aliens. Michael Biehn has been married 3 times and has 5 children. He has spoken about the challenges of balancing his acting career with family life and has expressed gratitude for the opportunities he's had, despite some ups and downs in his career. Michael Biehn was originally not cast as Hicks in Aliens. He replaced actor James Remar after Remar left the production due to creative differences. Biehn did his own stunts in many of his action films, including The Terminator and Aliens, further proving his dedication to the physically demanding roles. Despite being known for action roles, Biehn has expressed a preference for drama and enjoys working on smaller, character-driven films when given the opportunity. William Hope played Lieutenant Gorman. William Hope's portrayal of Lieutenant Gorman highlights the pressures of inexperienced leadership. Gorman starts as an overconfident, untested officer, but as the mission unravels, he realizes his limitations. Hope's performance captures Gorman's shift from arrogance to regret, ultimately redeeming himself through a self-sacrificial act. Though initially disliked, Hope humanizes Gorman, especially in his final moments, making his arc one of quiet redemption. Birth date, March 2nd, 1955. Current age, William Hope is currently 69 years old. He continues to act in both television and film, with a career that spans multiple genres, including voice acting for animated series and video games. In addition to Aliens, William Hope is known for his work in voice acting, particularly his long-running role as Edward and other characters in Thomas and Friends. He has also appeared in various high-profile films, often in supporting roles, including parts in Captain America, The First Avenger, and Dark Shadows. His versatile career has made him a steady presence in both Hollywood and British productions. Hope began his acting career in theatre before transitioning to film and television. His early work on stage helped him develop the range and presence that later made him a standout in Aliens, his first major film role. His background in theatre contributed to his ability to deliver the tension and complexity required for Gorman's character. Born in Montreal, Quebec, William Hope moved to the UK early in his career, where he found more consistent acting opportunities. He studied drama and developed his craft through various theatre roles before transitioning to film. Hope has often credited his classical training and early theatre work for shaping his versatility as an actor. William Hope originally auditioned for the role of Corporal Hicks in Aliens, a role that ultimately went to Michael Biehn, but was cast as Gorman instead. Hope has lent his voice to several video games, including titles like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Little Big Planet 3. Janette Goldstein played Private Vasquez. Janette Goldstein's portrayal of Private Vasquez breaks stereotypes with her tough, no-nonsense attitude. Vasquez's fearless presence, bravery, and loyalty make her a fan favorite. Goldstein's performance blends toughness with vulnerability, delivering memorable lines and action moments and creating an iconic female character in action cinema. Her chemistry with fellow actors adds depth to her role, cementing Vasquez's importance in the film. Birth date, February 4th, 1960. Current age, Janette Goldstein is currently 64 years old. She remains active in the film industry, working primarily in character roles, and is also a successful businesswoman. Janette Goldstein's performance in Aliens as Vasquez opened the door to more significant roles in action and science fiction films. She later worked with director James Cameron again in Terminator 2, Judgment Day and Titanic, securing her reputation as a reliable and versatile character actress. Outside of acting, Goldstein is also known for her business endeavours, particularly as the founder of Jeanette Brass, a specialty bra boutique. Goldstein's role as Vasquez in Aliens was her film debut, and it immediately put her on the map in Hollywood. Her dedication to the role, including undergoing extensive physical training to convincingly portray a Marine, earned her praise for her commitment and authenticity. Born and raised in Los Angeles, California, Goldstein grew up in a family of actors. She trained extensively in theatre before transitioning to film, studying at the prestigious Lee Strasberg Theatre and Film Institute. Her background in the performing arts helped her prepare for the rigorous demands of her early action roles. Janette Goldstein was initially cast in Aliens after mistakenly responding to a casting call for Hispanic actors, despite her Jewish and Scottish heritage. Her audition, however, impressed director James Cameron, who cast her as Vasquez. Goldstein underwent intense physical training, including working out with military advisors, to convincingly portray the tough Marine Vasquez. She has opened several successful lingerie stores, Jeanette Bra in Los Angeles, catering to women with fuller figures, showing her entrepreneurial spirit outside of acting. Mark Rolston played Private Drake. Mark Rolston's portrayal of Private Drake in Aliens, 1986, is a standout example of the rough, battle-hardened Marine in the film's squad of colonial Marines. As a loyal and skilled heavy weapons operator, Drake exhibits confidence and camaraderie with fellow Marines, particularly Private Vasquez, with whom he shares a close bond. Rolston's performance is marked by his tough demeanour and readiness for combat, making Drake a memorable figure despite his relatively short screen time. His role adds depth to the team dynamic and contributes to the intense action sequences for which Aliens is famous. Birth date, December 7, 1956. Current age. Mark Rolston is currently 67 years old. He continues to work actively in film and television, often appearing in supporting roles, particularly in action, sci-fi, and crime dramas. Rolston has built a career as a reliable character actor, known for playing tough, often antagonistic roles in both film and television. His work in The Shawshank Redemption as the brutal prison inmate Boggs added to his reputation as a compelling character actor. Additionally, he appeared in several Saw films, expanding his presence in the horror genre. Rolston began his career on the stage before transitioning to television and film roles. His work in Aliens marked his entry into big-budget, high-profile films, establishing him as a solid character actor in action and sci-fi films. Mark Rolston was born in Baltimore, Maryland, and developed an interest in acting at a young age. He trained at the London Drama Centre, gaining valuable theatrical experience that would later inform his on-screen performances. Rolston is known for his distinctive voice, which has landed him several voice acting roles in video games, including Halo 4 and Mass Effect 3. His role as Private Drake in Aliens earned him a place in the Alien fan community, and he often attends conventions to meet with fans of the film.